Finish him! Excellent. Flawless victory.
All right.
What's up?
So what's up? I'll start one of these days. We're gonna be on time.
Yeah, it's okay. I meant to get ready like a long time ago, and I didn't do it until like 15 minutes until
Oh,
we did this. So
dude, you started before me. I started like 5 minutes before. Like, I should probably go get some chips or something.
yeah, that's kind of how I did.
But yeah, man. Like, I know it's been a couple months since we did this thing.
That's kind of has it?
Yep, I think it has because I think
Probably.
I checked on the last video. It's been a couple months since we done the live.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we probably yeah, November, I guess, right?
Yep, and I think but ever since then we did go to C2E2.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was awesome, dude.
Yeah, I spent way too much money. I'm still rebounding from it.
I feel like I didn't spend enough because I was like, I didn't find what I was looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you did find it. It's just like everything was like so pricey, you know.
Yeah, and it wasn't like the condition I was looking for. You know what I mean?
I know, but technically, you still sort of scored in that aspect, you know.
Yeah, but it was still fun. Chicago was definitely windy. It lived up to its reputation.
Yeah.
It was pretty chilly as well, and it was a good time, dude. There was a lot of cool cosplays. Meeting the Mortal Kombat guys.
Yeah.
It was Master Daniel.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
actually one of my favorite parts of that whole thing for some reason.
Yeah,
And I wish
so
I could.
too.
Yeah, I wish I could show that off. Like, I love that arcade one-up that I have downstairs with all their autographs on it.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite takeaways of the things that I got from there. I really have like nothing else from there because like I literally took it all to get graded and sent it all away. You know.
Yeah, a lot of my books that I got signed there are at CBCS. So, but the guy, he was pretty cool, man. Like, he was pretty lively. He was
The CBCS guy?
no, the Mortal Kombat guy.
Oh
Joe
yeah.
Page.
Oh yeah.
He's fucking
Daniel
cool, dude.
Pesina.
Yeah, he was fucking cool, bro.
I thought the whole cast was really cool. Like, yeah, they were super friendly.
They were into it.
Yeah, they were definitely into it. Like, all in costume. Like, all still look pretty good for whatever age they are. You know, like 55 or whatever. They're still rocking like V cuts and you know, whatever the costume required. So it was fun.
Yeah,
that was really
fun. So, some of the books that we're going to be showing today, or like some of the stuff we got there. I don't know if you got any stuff that that you got there at C2E2.
I have one book. I could show it actually. It's the book that I got from you. The All-Star Comics.
Oh, the Power Girl.
Yeah, first Power Girl. Yeah, you hooked me up with that. That was awesome.
Yeah,
I think that's the only thing that I still have, like because everything went to CBCS, and then I don't know. That's awesome, right?
Yep. I picked up a copy too there.
Yeah, like that book's still pretty affordable too.
I think so too. I think it's kind of like going under the radar.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like, you know, we talked about like how you're the big book that you're trying to get was first Supergirl.
Right.
So technically, in like some regards, you sort of did get it.
This is the older, more mature Supergirl.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
cool though. I mean, you
It's
still
cool.
won.
I think one of the coolest finds that I picked up was actually another Supergirl related thing, and it was when we were digging through Anthony's art
No, I
stuff.
didn't get to do that. You did that.
Oh, right, you were getting your
Yeah,
panel signed,
yeah.
and I found a Nick Cardy or not Nick Cardy, Ramona
Ramona
Fradon.
Fradon. Yeah,
I did find a Nick Cardy piece, but I couldn't get that one. So I ended up getting this one.
I
Ramona
love that one
Fradon.
though. That one's awesome.
I love her style. It's like so clean and crisp and like,
Yeah,
and it's kind of like I want to say like it's classical. You know what I mean? Like,
it is. I was like kind of bummed out because that was like on my agenda to rummage through Anthony's stuff.
yeah.
But I felt like I was just like had other stuff that was going on, and it didn't work out.
So that was one of the
Yeah.
highlights for sure, though.
Yeah, that was a cool find actually. I like
And
that.
when you surprised me with this one though.
Yeah, that's awesome, right?
This is awesome, dude. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, I wanted to get you something, so
It's
I was
really
gonna
cool, man.
I was gonna do that the Power Girl, but then you went ahead and pulled the trigger on it, and I was like, ah, fuck. I'll go back to the other guy.
But yeah, this is first Dead Man, Strange Adventures 205. It's Carmine Infantino. I thought this was a Neil Adams cover.
Yeah, I thought it was too, actually.
Yeah, but it says Carmine Infantino and George Russos
Nice.
cover and art.
Yeah, it's complete, right?
It's complete. Yep,
It's awesome.
love it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And that completed like the core. That was probably like the last big one from.
Yeah, sure. It's like you got all the the initial guys. Now it's time to go get the B level characters or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Another one I picked up like right out on our way out the door. I found this one.
Yeah.
This is Sea Devils #1.
Yeah, you got that with the Power Girl, right?
Yep. This one's kind of hard to find too, because at a decent price. I just don't understand why it's so expensive. I mean, I understand that it's a Silver Age and it's a first
Yeah.
in a series, but this is like their fourth appearance, and their first three appearances have pretty cool covers as well. So I just I just never felt comfortable pulling the trigger. But like I think it was like $30.
Yeah.
When I found it, I think I
Mark
talked him down
Spector,
to a little bit.
Said he's just jumping in to say hi real quick, but I think he says he's at work, so he's got to hit the road.
All right, hey, what's up, Dave? Yeah, you guys. I saw you guys are hanging out.
Yeah, that was random. That was awesome.
That was awesome, dude. It's pretty cool. It's always cool to meet people in the community.
Yeah.
And but yeah, this is a cool one to find. All right. You got anything else we got?
Well, I mean, like since we're talking about Dave and Mark Spector's, we did get to hang out. He hit me up on IG and asked if I was going to Tony Flex. It's the creator of Stray Dogs. I guess he's a local from Colorado Springs, and he was doing a signing over at one of the shops. So yeah, I went over there and got to meet Dave and get a few sketches and stuff like that. I had never read that book. Like I had no intention to ever read that book. I like me and you kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
But like if I was going to go ask for a sketch and stuff, I was going to, I wanted to like, what it was about. So I power read through the first 5 issues, and I guess that's all there is. And then there's like 2 like prequel books or whatever that's coming out just to kind of give you like some backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good story, but I still wouldn't buy the floppies. Like it'd be good for like a trade, like to read through because it's a cool story. Like, are you ever gonna read it?
Probably in a trade.
Yeah. Well,
no, I'm not. It's gonna be in a trade.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I was. Like, even Dave was like, "There's a reprints or whatever of all the first 5 issues. Like, if I wanted to get him and have him sign them because he was signing for free." But no, I just kind of passed on that because like I didn't know what I would really do with them. But I did buy the one that he was putting out that day called Dog Days. I got that signed. But that's like it's it for the story. So it's like 1 through 5, and he said that's done. But I did get like a sketch of one of the dogs So this one is Earl. Man, he does like a crazy cool cartoony look to the dogs.
Looks
Um,
like Clifford, but pissed.
yeah. Well, I didn't have like any I didn't have a blank that even would match what he does,
Yeah,
except like the book is about like has like a horror aspect. Uh, so I just I usually save these for my Carnage sketches,
hmm
but I went ahead and just did it. But it's like a bloodhound, so it kind of matched and like the horror aspect. And then like I asked him if he could do a sketch. I had this in my pull box anyways because I collect the red blanks, and I asked him if he could do like a quick Carnage one for me. So
that's awesome.
that was awesome. That was a lot of fun hanging out with Dave. We talked for quite a while, and then I hooked him up with a bag of beers because he enjoys the brews. So
Yeah, he does good. He likes good beers, man.
mhm.
And so we're gonna do like the. I guess it's a good segue to go ahead and start like a year in review. Um, just kind of showing some of the best stuff we've gotten this year,
Yeah,
and
sure.
and for me it was a great year for like comic books. Like I picked up some of the bigger books that I was looking for,
Yeah,
and some of the books that I've been looking for a while just showed up, and this is one of them. We were just talking about Dave too, from Mark Spector Comics. He sent me this earlier this year as an AOK, and this is Carnage Mind Bomb,
yeah,
and I just love this story right here. Like when I think of Carnage and like there's his stories is the 361 and the Spider-Man stuff like that,
yeah.
and then it's this one for at least for a solo story. So
That one's tough to like show on camera.
yeah, because the
Yeah,
red
the
foil
foil.
is just crazy.
Yeah,
And it's got the AOK back there. So
it's awesome.
this is awesome. Really appreciate that. And I guess we can start like further back.
I'll show my AOK that I got from you this year. I still think that's wild. I remember opening that and I was like,
Oh
holy
yeah,
shit, that is fucking crazy. So yeah, I have all three prints now, and this one thanks to you. And
that's awesome.
I do the same thing. Put the stuff in the back.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that was awesome. That was crazy cool of you.
I was like, I was thinking like when I was packing it. I'm gonna lie, bro. When I was packing it, I was like, he's not gonna see this coming, bro. It's like,
No way.
he's,
No way. Like that is not. I did not see that coming. I almost felt bad after like I opened. I was like, oh man, that's too nice.
nah, bro. You
That's too nice.
it's all you, bro. And so like around this time last year, I was looking for this book. It was Marvel Spotlight number 5, and that was before this book blew up. Like I just had a feeling about Ghost Rider, dude. And then the Marvel stuff, the boom, and
Yeah.
then this thing went crazy just with everything else. So
Yeah.
this was like the first big book that I picked up this year, and I'm really glad I was able to get it because I think he is definitely like one of my favorite Marvel characters because he's just so cool, man. He's like he should be in a metal band, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I love.
And
I actually have a Ghost Rider book that says "What if Ghost Rider went metal?" And it's like
yeah,
it shows him playing on top of a car and stuff. It's pretty awesome. I think it's the Robbie Rodriguez Ghost Rider.
yeah, and that's another one I picked. I got this year from you, and the first Robbie Rodriguez.
I think that's like a good spec book. Like
I think so too.
I have one myself.
I think so too. I think it's great for like anybody's collecting Ghost Riders. Like you want to collect like all the first Ghost Riders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a Danny Ketch from you.
I remember that. Yep,
Yeah.
Danny Ketch. And I kind of just went down a Ghost Rider rabbit hole, and I started picking up the single issues from Volume 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is.
I got that one from you too.
Yeah,
You gave me
so.
that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is I think this is a Starling cover,
Yeah, I think it is.
and I think this is just cool. Like it's a single. Like you can just read this issue on its own,
Mhm.
and you like literally races death, and it's kind of like it's kind of heavy, bro. Like if you read the story, it's kind of not for kids. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, kids could read it, but it like deals with death and stuff, and it's kind of heavy. You know what I mean?
It is nice, like whenever there's a floppy that you can read by itself, and then
Mm.
that's it. Like it has like a finale. Like there's so many of the ones that I read this year, like Venom and the Turtles, the Last Ronin. Like it's a constant story, and I always like if it doesn't come out quick enough, just absolutely forget.
Yeah, I think that's what I started happening with the Black Manta stuff and the Swamp Thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just forget what happens. Oh, here's
Yeah,
the Robbie
that's
Rodriguez you sent me.
it's a Trad Moore cover. That guy is wild art.
I remember I didn't watch it with her, but the woman watched the Agents
of
Shield.
Shield.
Yeah, and she really liked Robbie Rodriguez.
I never
Thought he was
watched
pretty
that. I never gave like enough. I don't know. I just didn't think like I figured that was going to be like the ABC stuff was going to be like the CW stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it just wasn't going to be that good. But
That's why I didn't look into it.
yeah, that's why I never messed with it.
So, but I think she said she only watched that one season where he was in it,
Mm-hmm.
and she said that she didn't get into anything else.
It was like whenever I was watching, I tried to watch The Flash, and I did like it, but it was like I liked one of every 5 episodes, and then there was a bunch of filler. Like there's like 23 episodes per season on that thing, so there's a bunch of just like nonsense, you know.
Yeah, not a whole lot of good content in there. So I went to the flea market today, and I found some Greg Horn stuff.
Oh, nice.
Found some the Electras run. And
That guy was selling his mystery boxes. Remember at C2E2?
That's what I was just gonna say. Like when we met him at C2E2,
Yeah,
I was a little turned off by that.
I was too.
He was like kind of aggressive with those things, dude.
Yeah, he's like, "Come on, you'll get your money's worth. Everybody's left happy. You know, you can get this exclusive and this exclusive and these prints over here." Is like, holy shit!
Like, nah,
Yeah,
bro.
he had a little crowd of people. You know, like
Yeah, but
wasn't into it.
I was just like, man, I was just trying to see if I get a book signed or something.
Yeah.
But
you didn't even do it, did you?
No, I didn't get anything, dude.
Yeah, we all just kind of walked away after that.
Yeah, because I kind of felt like I kind of felt like he was almost trying to like obligating me to buy a mystery box.
That's
what
I was
like.
thinking.
Now
that's why you were like kind of like talking to him a little bit, and I just kind of faded away. You know? I just started doing something else. So I was like, screw this.
Yeah, but I felt like he kind of recognized it towards the end a little bit, and he kind of backed off. But by then I was like, we got to. It was on the way out too.
Yeah, I remember we just kind of like passed him or something. Yeah,
maybe next time.
Yeah,
but his covers are still pretty cool. I think this one's probably my favorite one right here, out of this run. This one, and she's got a straight jacket one out of this one, and then there's this ninja one where the ninja's like spooning her with the sword or something.
Yeah.
And then this one's kind of like the proportions of the pose is a little unnatural, but like I like the background, city background, that stuff. I think this one's really cool.
Yeah.
And
I like his art style. It's like he's a really good artist.
He is, for sure. And then I think I already showed that one. I think the only one I found this one too for a buck.
Who's that?
This is Joshua Middleton.
Oh man, that's good. That's awesome looking.
Yeah, I found this for a buck. Yeah, all day, man. So that's what I found at the antique shop today.
That's how I like to find like covers that I like, you know, like if they're $1, you know, like everybody went crazy over that Gleason cover, and they're paying like crazy amounts of money for it. It just it's like it's for the cover. It doesn't make any sense to spend $100 on that. Yeah,
I found this one at a $1 too, a dollar bin. I don't know if you've seen it. You've probably seen this one before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have that one. I love that cover. I only have one of them. I wanted to give it to you, but I only had one, and I never found another one. Because I know you collect those.
I have another one. Now I was going to send you another one.
No, I got one myself. I had to buy it off eBay though because I could never find it. You know.
Yeah.
But I don't think I paid like I don't know, $7 for it. It wasn't anything
That's not too
crazy,
bad at all.
but
But
it's a awesome cover.
yeah, and this is kind of hard to find, to be honest.
Mhm.
I don't really see it anywhere.
I was trying
Uh,
to collect that whole run, and I have a pretty good chunk of it. But now, like every time I go, like I don't have a list of the ones that I have, so I never know if I'm like double buying issues at this point, you know. And I do like I'll bring some home. I'm like, hell yeah, I found some, and it's like it's just double. The only one that I do buy doubles is a issue 10, and that's like the first appearance of Rays. It's like a new symbiote, you know. So I just always like, you know, if it's cheap, like a few bucks, I'll pick up that because you never know with the symbiote.
here's another one I found in a dollar bin. It was a Power Girl. Um, I picked it up because I thought it was a Middleton, but it's not a Middleton. I think it's someone else.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks great though.
It's awesome. Do you have any regrets from C2E2 of stuff you didn't get to do or that you did do and you wish you wouldn't have? Or
I just wish I could have gotten like a full commission by Joel Jones.
I know you haven't even showed that on IG, like the actual
Oh
little
yeah,
sketch that you got.
yeah.
I still think that was really cool.
I think it's right. Yeah, let me move this stuff out of the way.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool one. I wish I wouldn't have got the sketches in my sketchbook, kind of. And I wish I would have saved that money to get a Stephanie Hans sketch. But yeah, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought because I thought she wasn't doing any sketches that day,
I know,
and I
and then
just
we
kind of
went
asked
back.
her. Yeah, and she was
So
doing them.
I think you just asked the wrong way, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Cause
I asked the person who was like her handler or whatever.
yeah, that's what happened with the Newligan. He wasn't there, and I asked the handler, and she was like, "He's not doing any more commissions for the day. He's all filled up." I was like, "Fuck," and like that's one of the big reasons I went there. So yeah, that's why I went back with you, and I was like, I'm gonna bug him one more time. I'm gonna ask, but he knocked that out in like probably 15 minutes. But he made me wait another 2 hours because
Yeah.
he said come back like near the end of the show, and I even like I said like around 4 or 5, and he said yeah, and I went right at 4. You know, like I didn't. I was like, ah, because we were like, I was getting pretty tired, you know, like from walking around and shit, and I'm sure you guys were too.
Yeah, dude, it was a pretty long day, but it was so fun.
Yeah, it was
Spec
pretty fun.
Collector's in the chat. Hey, what's up, Spec Collector? It says Happy New Year's, guys. Nice crow and Swamp Thing 37 on the wall, Jag. Uh, yeah, that's another one I picked up this year. Was the third print of the crow. I think that I love the crow, dude, and I think this is. Hold on, let me pull this off. I was gonna show this a little later, but this is James O'Barr sketch of the
I
crow,
know.
and I guess he lives like I'm guessing he lives here locally around Michigan
Yeah,
because like that's the only convention that I've seen him listed on, or it's even there. So this is probably I don't know. I want to say it's my favorite sketch I got this year.
yeah, I love that. Mine's actually up there on the wall. Otherwise, I'd have to take it down too. But I love that thing. I guess I could real quick. 1 second.
So yeah, James O'Barr is really quiet. He's really reserved, but he's really cool. He was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do sketches until my hands get tired. So he was really nice about it. Yeah, that I love
So
yours too as well.
awesome. Yeah, I know. I would have had a hard time if I was you because you got me this, and if I would have had both of them in hand, like, which one am I giving up? You know, like.
Yeah,
But I appreciate you hooking me up like that. That was awesome.
and you had a great idea for maybe next year if he's there of getting the sketch done like on the inside of the graphic on the hardcover.
Yeah,
I think that's a great idea actually.
yeah, that
I'll
was.
try.
I really enjoyed reading that book this year too.
Would you say I was like one of your favorite reads of this year?
Yeah, I watched the movie like right before it, just to like you know, get back into it. I guess like or like be able to tell what the differences were and it was good. It was awesome.
Yeah, I freaking love that story. It's really heavy. Like
Hmm.
emotionally, it's really heavy. Like it throws a lot at you, and it comes at you real fast. Um, here's another thing I found at a flea market for $1. This was Aliens,
Oh, nice.
and this is the first appearance of the Xenomorphs. And actually looked inside. Like I didn't look at it right there and then because I didn't want to like tip the guy off.
Yeah.
But uh, once I got in the car, I checked it and it was like it's a first print.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, it's a pretty beat copy, but man, it's Aliens. You know what I'm saying? So I was very lucky to find this one. He actually also had the first RoboCop,
Yeah.
but I hesitated, dude. Like I looked at it and it looked familiar. It's like, is that first RoboCop? Is that first RoboCop? And I didn't want to pull my phone out. You know what I mean? And so I was like, I should have just taken it, dude. Like for $1, I should have risked it.
Yeah. I
And
mean, for $1, like you're not losing anything. Like even if it
yeah,
was like a facsimile of it, it's like you're not breaking the bank at that point. You know,
yeah.
there's more gain to be had.
And but yeah, once I went back to go look for him, I never found the guy again. So, but
Well,
that was a cool find.
you still picked the better of the two, I would imagine. Like xenomorphs are way cooler than RoboCop, anyways.
I like RoboCop, bro. It's like, but
He's okay.
Xenomorphs are cool
I'm
too.
I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just saying like if you had to go pick which one you wanted, or like
Yeah, I think so.
I would say xenomorphs are cooler.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think Xenomorphs have a bigger presence in comics, at least in the comic medium.
But they have a
Uh,
bigger presence in general. Like RoboCop's only had like 3 movies.
yeah, I mean
That's like pretty much it. He was like
he
the
had
guy in the
4.
'80s. Did he?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they rebooted the last one,
Yeah.
and it
I don't know.
sucked.
I'm behind on my RoboCop.
It's
So
like 20. um, here's some AOKs I got this year. This is from Kenny. He sent me these right here. Anthro.
yeah.
Showcase presents number 74. I know he started getting heavy into Showcase as well. And actually he's been getting pretty deep in DC lately.
Hmm.
So when he sent me these, I was like, man, this is freaking awesome, dude. Because Showcase is a great run to collect. Uh,
Is that the
but
one that Dolphins in?
yeah, Dolphins in it. Doom. I think Dolphin, Doom Patrol. You got the Flash, Barry Allen.
Yeah.
You got Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. First solo Aquaman. Man, there's
Yeah.
so many keys in that run.
Those are getting like to the big boy bucks at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Harder to come by. Whenever we were at C2E2, I was like realizing that some of the comics, like there were still deals to be had. You know, not everything was like overpriced.
Like, which ones do you think were pretty good price?
Like we saw remember we were seeing those slabs for like $80, and they were like, 9.4s, 9.6s, nine
Oh yeah,
eights, and some of them were like, it wasn't a X-Men 266, but it was like the X-Men 14 or annual 14 or whatever, the cameo of Gambit. I saw that one there, and it was slabbed, and it was like $80, and I
yeah,
kind of wanted to get that, but all my money was like being spent on getting sketches. Like I ended up spending all my money on that, except the Mortal Kombat thing. The Mortal Kombat thing was like, to me, like that was worth it though. Like I love that.
yeah. And I think I was kind of holding back too as well because I was holding out for that Supergirl
Yeah.
and it just didn't show up. But yeah, I think there were some deals, and then I feel like some of them, like especially some dealers, they were like I was like throwing numbers at them, and they were, for the most part, they would just accept it. You know what I mean? They weren't even trying to bring me back up. So I felt like maybe I could have like aimed a little lower as well as far as negotiating with them. Um, so I guess they were willing to deal. So that's always like a good thing too as well.
Yeah. The only one that I even tried that with was that Dead Man book, and I think it was like 250, and I was like, "What's the best?" And they said they ended up saying like 235, and I was even like any lower, you know. And but it was like that was it. But I was like,
Yeah.
save a little bit of money.
Yeah, anything helps, I suppose. Yeah. Um, this year I also started getting heavy into like Adam Hughes,
Hmm.
and mostly it's because of I picked up the first Zatanna this year, so I just wanted to pick up some of the cool covers from her. This
Yeah, I would
Power
love to
Girl,
get a sketch from him.
dude, that would be amazing, man.
Yeah,
And then this one's kind of a hit.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He's awesome. Master of his craft.
for sure, dude. Like I feel like anything Adam Hughes, like especially like the 2000 stuff, like that stuff, like it's sought after. Like people want to collect that stuff.
Have you ever
And it,
seen like his old stuff? Like whenever he was doing I think it was like She-Hulk and X-Men and stuff like that.
I don't think I've seen that stuff.
I have some in my boxes. I won't dig it out, but it's way more like it's I guess it's him, you know, like some of it's like you can see it, but it's way different. It's more comic booky, if that makes sense, you know, like his now is like so refined and stuff that it's on another level.
For sure. This was probably the biggest Adam Hughes one I picked up was this is a Tana 16.
Yeah, why is that so big? I know
Um,
I've seen people post that all the time.
well, this is Adam Hughes, and it's the last issue in the series, so it's
Okay.
also like very low print because you know how usually like last issues or have
Mhm.
low numbers,
Yeah.
and it's I think it's like a naturally low number. Like it's not like it's not like a ratio variant where it's artificially
Oh yeah,
scarce.
yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah, so these are naturally like organically scarce, and it's an awesome cover. I think it's just one of those covers that just stands out whenever you put it out.
Yeah, it looks good. I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, so I definitely had to go for that one because like that was definitely one of my favorite ones I wanted to pick up. So um, I just picked this one up. I got this one right before Christmas, and
Oh yeah, I remember seeing it showing that.
yeah, Jack Kirby, Mr. Miracle. This is also another a very affordable DC key issue, and I don't know. Have you read Mr. Miracle
Nope.
by Tom King?
Tom King. No, I've never read it.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but
dude, it's worth a read. So that's why I became a fan of Mr. Miracle, and also
yeah,
like just hearing them describe like how Jack Kirby kind of just let himself go, writing Mr. Miracle and the Fourth World and stuff like that. So I was like that kind of
what is he?
captured me.
What is it? What do you mean, like the fourth world? Like, what's he about?
Like I think what they were saying is like when he switched over to Marvel, he was at
Yeah,
Marvel first, and then he
yeah,
said
yeah,
like I think there was this complaint that Marvel wouldn't let him do what he wanted to do, express himself.
yeah,
And then once he went over to DC, they let him write the New Gods with the
yeah.
Fourth World and stuff, and he kind of
Just
you know
ran with it.
yeah just let his imagination flow. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So and here's an underrated key. I think this year was like the year of the underrated keys for me.
Yeah,
This
it
is
kind of
also
had to be for everybody.
yeah, because Marvel was like freaking
Yeah,
it exploded, dude. Like nobody could buy Marvel, at least
no,
no one. Um, but this one's but even so, even before the big boom, like this one's kind of like you got first Cyborg,
yeah.
Starfire,
Raven
Raven.
and Beast Boy, right?
I don't know if Beast Boy. I don't know if that's his first appearance.
Cyborg, Starfire, Raven.
It might be Beast Boy. I don't know.
And I feel like there's another one. I feel like there's four. I can't remember.
Because like that's
I think that the reason that's a little bit underrated is a lot of people don't respect the cover. You know,
yeah.
it's not a bad cover. It's just like
It's just not they're not on there.
yeah, it's like that thing with Hulk 180 and 181, and everybody like argues that, but like everybody knows like definitive that 181 is the better cover. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so even if Wolverine's first appearance is technically this or that or whatever, everybody still likes that 181 cover.
Yeah, I always say it's like covers are always like, especially if the characters on the cover. And I picked up another copy of this as well.
Jeez. What do you have? Like 3 of those now, huh? 2 or 3?
Two.
Yeah.
So this is first Deathstroke. So this is also very affordable key as well.
Yeah, that's a cool book.
Yeah. So I was thinking about sending this. You know, did you hear about the George
George
Perez
Perez thing. Yeah.
signing? Yeah, I was thinking about sending one of these in.
Yeah, I paid for a George Perez sketch. I think I told you, like
Hmm.
for a Carnage sketch, and I got refunded because of all that stuff that's going on with him.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks because I had that opportunity with CGC like a few months before that, and I passed on it because like there's just too much. You know, I can't do everything. And then it finally came around to where like they were doing, or he was doing another sketch opportunity, and it was like they said it was his last one ever, and I was like, I got to get on it, and it just didn't work out. But either way, it sucks. Like that's a shitty thing.
Yeah, it's a sad story, man.
I don't have a George Perez signed book, but I do have an original art page that he did from War of the Gods, and it's signed by him. So, oh no, man, we lost you. Well, he's gonna have to give it a little bit of time. I guess I could show some of the stuff that I got until he gets back on. Oh, there he is. There you are. You got me worried. I was gonna just start showing shit.
All right, so we're back. Spec Collector says those are his favorite books. Yeah, man, those are some pretty cool books, dude. Like,
I really think that's like probably the smartest thing to do is like invest in. If you're investing, is what you're showing right now is in all these DC keys. You know, like they're like this one especially. Like you should get that one.
yeah, what, Booster Gold?
Yeah, Booster Gold. He just has not hit yet, and
He never like.
and he's going to here pretty soon, I'm sure.
And I've read some stuff with him. You know, like some stories about Booster Gold, and he just like reminds me of Johnny Cage, dude. Like he's just like a celebrity, you know, just kind of cocky and everything.
I got this back from CGC. I showed you already.
Hey,
But these two together, you know, like Booster and Blue Beetle.
yeah, and that's what I was gonna say too. Like we're specking on Blue Beetle. You might want to pick up a Booster Gold to go with that as well.
Yeah,
because this is like a buddy team up right here.
Yeah, that's actually I got this while we were at C2E2. Like it came to the house, and actually, like I was worried that it was going to be a bit of a lower grade because like whenever I doubt you could see this, but like I got this book pressed because it was like not very much money, and like right here, you're not going to be able to see it, I don't think, but whenever the guy pressed it, it like kind of split the spine. But it still came back a 9.6, so
It's
I'm
awesome,
still
dude.
pretty happy. And then I asked Jim Lee to sign it in blue, and he did. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
I always love when they like if you mark down what color you want the ink, and they do it for you. That's always awesome, dude.
I've never did that before, but like I was like, like if I can, like get a blue.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's what I did with when I got the Joshua Middleton one. I was like white if possible, that's what if possible, and then it's like, all right. So yeah, I picked up this up, dude. I'm loading up on this one. I know Spec Collector, he was telling me the other day that he's loading up heavy on this too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just recently announced that it's not going to be a show anymore. They're actually going to be doing a movie that's going to be released in theaters.
Yeah, this is the only one that I have of the Jim Lee cover, though. I have 2 of those George Perez covers, and that wouldn't be a bad one to send, I guess, to the signing. Actually, maybe we should do that.
Yeah, I was actually considering that as well. Sending that one in, but I have the Deathstroke, and then I was thinking about sending the Wonder Woman #1, the wraparound, because that's like my favorite George Perez cover.
The one where she's kind of like doing that thing or whatever.
Yeah, and then there's like all kinds of like
shit
pantheon of gods and shit like that. Yeah, that one's awesome. It's my favorite George Perez cover. And I also picked this one up, bro. Like Animal Man, like he's a cool character, man. Like I've been reading stories with him, the New 52 stuff.
Yeah.
And I read some of the older stuff as well. bro. Low key, he's really interesting as well, dude. Like he's
Yeah.
kind of like a average Joe guy that has animal powers.
Yeah. I don't know
So
if that was a great description, but you know,
and thanks, man.
yeah.
I know you sent me this
Oh
one as
yeah.
well. The Demon, dude. Etrigan is just cool, man. I think that movie that came out this year wasn't it Justice League Dark? Uh,
The cartoon?
yeah, the Apocalypse. No, I forgot
Yeah.
what it's called.
Or there is a Justice League Dark cartoon, a DC cartoon that it was like a year or so ago. But
Yeah,
yeah.
and then there's one where they're like summon him and he's just like wrecking stuff. He's just like a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
Dude, Demon's cool, dude. Like I like him. Etrigan.
I do like that book. That's awesome.
I picked this up for a spec book, but I'm kind of liking it now.
Yeah. That kind of panned out for you too, but I mean it was for a while. Like I remember you got that and like literally like a week or so later everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, dude. And I mean,
Same that
it's
was
still
the
good.
same thing with your dolphin book. Like I had never seen dolphin before, and then like you started showing it, and then everybody was starting like within the year talking about dolphin.
Yeah. Now you see like everywhere. Like I've seen this at auctions as well. And like it's like people are looking at it as a legitimate key issue now.
Yeah, you have
And
a
I,
few copies of that too.
yeah, and this is a Mike Kaluta cover as well, so it's got a name on the cover as well. You know what I mean? Because I feel
Yeah.
like that also matters when it comes to like stuff like that. Spec Collector says Cholo. Yeah, I think they did cast him, the kid from Cobra Kai.
Which one
The
is that?
I
Is
forget
that
what his name.
is that the Mexican kid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was casted as Jaime Reyes.
Yeah, the other kid was casted as somebody else too. I think he's a vigilante, right?
I don't know who Vigilante is.
Vigilante. He's going to be in the Peacemaker show. You know who Vigilante is? I bet. Like if you
Yeah,
saw, like you would
but
know who he is.
which kid? The one with the
The other
slick
kid.
back?
Yeah, the one with the slick back hair. I'm
Oh,
pretty
I
sure
didn't know that.
I'm
That's
pretty
awesome.
sure that he got. I'm like now I'm like second guessing myself. Like I could be wrong. I
I
think
mean,
so. I'm pretty sure.
so yeah, dude. Here's another stuff that's cheap. I think that's like the whole pattern this year was just like getting stuff that was cheap.
Yeah.
Like the Swamp Thing, and this is like legitimate second appearance of the Swamp Thing, origin of the Swamp Thing, and first appearance of Alec Holland and Matt Cable. So I don't know where it's at now, but when I first picked it, I think I paid like $130 for this at the beginning of the year. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I was kind of bum rushing through Swamp Thing, dude. I was just bum rushing through it.
You got the first 1 through 10, right?
Yeah, I got first 1 through 10.
Slabbed, right? Like all slabbed?
No, not all
No.
slabbed.
Okay. I know you have a bunch of them though.
I have the first 5 slabbed,
Okay.
but I think on the second 5, I think I need like 3. I think I'll probably just send those in CGC
Yeah.
just to have that run slabbed. But this one is first Anton Arcane and Patchwork Man in a cameo. And these are all like Bernie Wrightsons, dude. Like for most of these slabs, I paid like 130 for the first one, and then for the rest of them, I paid about no more than $60. I paid like $40 and $50 for some of those books, dude.
Yeah.
And they were just like I
Yeah,
felt
they're
like they
for
were
the
cheap.
taking, you know?
Yeah, I felt they were cheap, and they're not gonna be like this forever. They're Bernie Wrightsons, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess that is gonna lead me into like my 2 big books that I picked up this year, and it was this one, Hawkman #4 first appearance in Origin of Zatanna. So this is a cool book. It's just a bullshit cover, but you
Yeah.
know,
I
I mean,
remember you're like fucking around and saying like you're gonna get a coverless because like the one or the page right behind it is like her like in her kind of first appearance or whatever.
yeah, like if you were to take this cover off,
Yeah.
she's just kind of there posing, like
And it's a good
she's in a
pose
med
too.
show. Yeah,
Like full shot too.
yeah, and it looks awesome. So actually, yeah, like if I'll still buy a coverless for the right price, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure. And you probably get a good deal, you know, for it. Like, and it would be a fun book to, if you're like a big fan, like to get that book. at the
Yeah.
right price. At the right price, though.
Yeah, at the right price. Also, like when we went to that Denver comic shop,
Hmm.
I found that Supergirl, and I remember I showed
Oh
you that
yeah,
had that
yeah.
first panel. It was a reprint of it.
I
I fuck
remember that.
around, rip the cover off of that one
Yeah,
instead. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So and then this was a big one for the year for me. This was House of Secret, first
That's
Swamp Thing.
awesome.
So
That is
honestly,
awesome.
I felt sick when I bought this one, to be honest. Like, and but now seeing where it's at now, it's like I feel a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
I've been there. Like whenever I bought my, I think the first big book that I ever bought was my Hulk 181, and I spent I think $1,200 on it, and I was just like one of those moments where I was like, "Fuck, that might have been a bad idea." But then like that was a 2.0, and I've told this a million times, but I got it pressed and it came back as 6.5 because it was an old CGC case, and it's signed by Herb Trimp, and at a 6.5, I think that book's like, I don't know, probably easily $4,000. So I've got my money back, and my X-Men 1 too. My X-Men 1 is just like skyrocketed, and I bought that for like $1,300. You know,
yeah,
but those days are long gone. So.
no, never, never. Um, so yeah, man, I think all I got left I want to show is art. If you want to show some,
Yeah,
you got
I'll
some
show.
art.
I mean, I have like a few sketches that I pulled out, and then I can show my art. But
Okay.
like, here's some of the sketches. Like these are just like examples, like of here's a Bill Sienkiewicz over here, and then an Arthur Saddam right here of Carnage. So this is just more like, you know, I would just call them examples. Like they're not the greatest. You know, I don't know, just something fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
This one looks awesome though. I really like this one. This is my Neil Adams.
That was awesome, dude.
I love this one. I kind of wish like I might crack it open and get somebody to color it red, because with the tongue it kind of looks like a zombie carnage or a zombie venom a little bit.
hmm
Uh, but man, I love that. He did such a killer job. I saw like somebody get one of these, like a Neil Adams Carnage sketch on a black cover, and it totally looks like shit. So I'm pretty happy with this one. And then I got a Jim Lee Carnage, and so I'm knocking all the big boys. You
That's a
know,
flex.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Jim Lee, bro, like Jim Lee sketch, and you get your favorite character.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just get everybody to do my favorite character. I know it's like it's like my son's like over it. You know, he's like so dumb. Oh, and I got this one actually. This one's kind of small, but this is a Steve Rude Carnage. He's I don't know. This is like, geez, what did he? I'm trying to think of like, I can't remember the book that he's like real famous for, but he's like a painter. Like I just like his paintings. God, that kills me. It's on the tip of my tongue. And then I got this one just recently. Let me pull this out. That's my.
Oh, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah, I love this one. This is my Robbie Rodriguez Carnage painting. It's like a watercolor.
Yeah, I was just saying it's watercolor.
I love this thing. It's so awesome. I just haven't made time to like make it down to go get it framed up. But
That
I
was
think
cool.
I'm gonna do this one like just framed in black. You know, I want to get another sketch from him or another. I want to commission him again. But I'm also like kind of tired of getting commissions because they take fucking forever, man. Like I've met Jay Lee, you know, at 2 conventions. Like I sort of met him. Like I was supposed to pick it up in C2E2 again, and he said he forgot to pack it. So, but that's like the second time that I've ran into him, and he's like forgot it or hasn't had it finished. And he told me he was going to have that finished in a month, which it's not really a big deal. Like if he said like it was going to take 7 months, I'm fine with 7 months or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that he keeps saying like
He's
it's
pushing it back.
Yeah, it's going to be done in a month, and then like it's 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks, and so that part's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather just buy the original just original published pages. I got
Okay.
this one. This one is my Todd McFarlane page. This is like
Yeah.
instead of getting like books, I was getting like original art this year. So I got
Okay.
I got a Todd McFarlane page. One of the other big pages that I got, it's on the wall up there. I won't take that one down, but it's my ASM 380. It's a Mark Bagley page from Maximum Carnage. That's awesome. Like, I'm really, really happy with that. And then I got this one. This one's cool. I got this Ryan Otley Spider-Man page. It's pretty cool.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's probably like moving forward, you know, just in the future. That's going to be my big kind of thing that I'm going to still like, you know, get. Here's my, actually, I have this right here. This is my George Perez page. And then it's signed down there by him. So that's kind of cool. But I think I got this actually a year ago. You know, in 2020. And I have this one too. This is Avengers West Coast 94. And that's the first time that War Machine like refers to himself as War Machine. So, like, I don't know, like with the original art, I think I did pretty well. It's a bit of a slower process, like picking up pages, you know, just because the price is different, you know. But I don't know. I've had a lot of fun doing that. Like moving forward, I think that's what I'm going to still focus on getting that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I have a feeling I'll probably be pivoting into that because I think I'm getting to the point where like a lot of my keys are like I'm pretty happy with the ones I have and the ones and then the ones I want are kind of like whew, you know what I mean? I just let them go. But I picked up some cool sketches too. This is from the local con. This is Jason Westlake. I'm not sure if he's what he's working on, but a lot of the sketch. I know I sent you that Mortal Kombat one.
I know that one's hanging on the wall too. Otherwise, I
Yeah.
take that down. It's like all the stuff that I would show is like all on my wall.
So yeah, he did this one as well.
I'm actually gonna move that Scorpion page or the Scorpion piece down to above the Mortal Kombat cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah. Happy New Year to you too, Spec Collector. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you.
Man, Happy New Year's to you, right? Like it's 12 where you're at, right?
Yeah. It's on my watch. I got like 12 minutes or 50 seconds. And he sent me this like Dark Side.
Yeah, I thought that'd be cool. Something cool, you know.
Dude, Dark Side's fucking cool, bro.
It's little, but it's heavy as hell.
Dude, it is. It is. I was like, that thing's got some weight to it.
Yeah.
And I picked this up at the same con that I got that Jason Westlake. And
Yeah.
it's first full Dark Side.
I sent you like a Dark Side cover just until you had something really cool to like display next to it if you ever did, you know.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And one of my favorite things from this year, dude, like was this Kenny zombie Killmonger.
Yeah, I love that.
And I won this one telling that Black Manta story.
Mm-hmm.
And I had lots of fun writing that story. And I hope he does it again, dude, because I'm already thinking up a part 2 to that story because it kind of left off on a cliffhanger. And
yeah, I had fun writing a story for him, but I had more fun just listening to him tell all the stories, you know? Because he has like a very like, I don't know, like a good storytelling voice, you know, like he was really into it. It was awesome.
Yeah. Dude, your story was like, dude, I was laughing, dude, when every time he's saying that. It was like, the Batman, the Justice Junk.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I was like cracking up listening to somebody actually read it out loud. It was a dumb story, but like.
It was fun, though. It was fun, you know?
Yeah, that whole contest was like, it was pretty fun. I thought that was like a really cool idea.
I hope he does it again. And this is by Jay DeFoy. I don't know what he works on, but
I love that. That's cool.
This is Black Panther he did for me. And he's got red eyes. I don't know if I've told you this before.
Oh, yeah. I know the story. You can tell it, though.
So what happened is it was loud in there, and I told the guy, he's like, hey, man, like, can you do a Black Manta? And he's like, yeah, I can do that. It's like, And then I'm like, can you make sure he has like red eyes because he's shooting lasers and stuff. And he kind of looked at me a little bit confused, like paused, and then he's like, yeah, I'll do that for you. So he gave him red eyes, and he actually thought I said Black Panther instead of Black Manta.
Yeah.
And he's probably like this. He's probably thinking like Black Panther doesn't shoot lasers, bro. Like what the hell? What are you talking about? It's like, who are you?
Yeah.
And but still, I'm still a Black Panther fan.
I
This
think
is awesome.
I think that's really awesome because like it could have been like a character you had no attachment to, you know.
Dude, I could
But
have
yeah,
been like Black
yeah,
Bolt or something.
exactly. It just so happened that you got somebody that you're still into, you know.
Yeah.
That's way awesome. And
So
that looks so cool too.
yeah,
He
it
did a
looks
really good
really
job.
cool too. I think he did too. So he did that one, and I thought I had something else by him, but I guess not. Also picked this up. Rob Ritiano. He's got an Instagram too. He did this Black Manta for me. This is very modern Black Manta.
Yeah, it looks good though.
Yeah, it looks really good. I really liked it. And I wish now and then like thinking about it, looking after at it now, I wish I would have like asked him for like a full body. I think he would have done a great job with it. Now this is one of my favorite pieces too that I picked up. This is Jim Calafiore. He worked on Aquaman in the '90s.
Yeah, that's what we saw him at C2E2.
Yeah, he was there too as well.
Yeah.
And he told me that while he worked on his run on Aquaman, he never got to do Black Manta. So he's like, yeah, he told me like when I went to go pick it up, he's like, yeah, I had lots of fun doing Black Manta. And I was like,
How
that's
much?
awesome.
How much was that?
I don't remember, to be honest. Like it wasn't a lot, dude. Like it was, I want to say a little bit over $100, maybe 120, 100, something like that for a headpiece. Like it wasn't expensive at all, but
50 to 100 is like my magic area, kind of like where I get excited.
yeah,
Whenever I went and got Mirka and Doffel, because I was like really excited to get. I wanted to get like 3 sketches from her. Like I was planning. I had like 3 blanks I wanted to get. Like I wanted to get something she was known for, something that I wanted, and then a Carnage sketch, you know. And then like whenever she told like what the prices were was 175, I was like, oh shit, one sketch, one sketch it is.
yeah. But yeah, I always feel like I'm more excited when it's lower. Like there's some artists out there that charge a lot of money. Like
Yeah, the guy that did like this dog and then the Carnage, it was $20 for the Carnage and 50 for the dog.
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, but he was only doing dogs. Like he only wanted to do dogs from the book, you know, like he wanted to do his characters. But like so that's why I got the dog, you know. Like I think the dog looks cool, but like I was like I saw somebody else like sweeten the deal, like he got something and then asked him to get like a little X23.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll get the dog, and then I'll get the Carnage with it. So
Yeah. But even then, like James O'Barr, I think he only charged like $60.
that is crazy. No, I hope it's not 60 because you told me 50, and that's what I PayPal'd you was. I think I gave you like
Really?
55 or something. Because I said here's
Well, I don't know. It
$5.
was in that area. It wasn't a whole lot of money, bro. Like it wasn't like
And that is
wasn't-
crazy, like detailed, you know, like the James O'Barr thing, like it looks crazy detailed. Like
Yeah, dude.
it's a whole panel kind of thing. Like he added the rain. I love it. I really wish I would have like sent you because I think you said it was 150 for like a full 11 by 17. I really wish I would like if you're gonna go to that con again, like that might be one that I'll just fly out to. And I would love to get like an 11 by 17 and then like take my book and see if I can get something small in there, even if it's like real small, you know, like not even like a $50 sketch, just like his name and like a quick silhouette or something.
Yeah. Like I'd be happy like if you would just because that's a good idea. Just get like even if it's like a small crow.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a crow's head or something. That'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah, or just a silhouette of a crow real quick or whatever, you know, like with the wings out.
Yeah.
Or something like whatever he wants to do, but I would pay for the 11 by 17.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, like whenever you told me that, you were like, yeah, his head sketches are $50. And I wasn't sure what I was getting, but like with all the stuff that he put into both of them, like it was well worth it. That was like such a good deal. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. That's like one of my favorite pieces that I have is
Yeah.
that crow sketch. I love
Yeah.
that.
And he was really cool about it too. He's awesome. And this is
But
also
it but he wasn't cool about the carnage because you asked him
no,
to
he
give me a
wasn't cool
carnage.
about that.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like doing other people's,
Yeah,
because
which is understandable.
he's like, because a lot of times he's like, when I go to cons, people ask me for certain characters, and then there's like, 5, 6 other artists in there that worked on their artists. I was like, whatever, dude.
What
Let me get some crows?
my whole thing is like I just want to see like their interpretation because like
Yeah,
I know what Bagley's and I would love like my unicorn is to get a Larson sketch, but like I just want to see like right now in 2022 I have a Mark Silvestri and a Frank Miller Carnage sketch coming, and it's nothing to do with what they did with the character. I just want to see what a Frank Miller Carnage sketch looks like. That's all it is. But I get
yeah.
what
He's
he's saying though
curious.
too.
Yeah, and but that's about it. I was like, all right, let's get the crows.
Yeah,
And you sent me this one. I thought this was awesome, dude. I couldn't believe it. Like I was really happy to get this one.
I was
Uh,
really excited for you to see that one too. Like, I
this
really thought
is
you'd like that.
yeah. This is Aquaman by Ramona Fradon. She was actually like one of the first. I want to say she was probably like one of the first females to work on DC Comics, and she started work. She was working on Aquaman on that Showcase 30 on the first solo Aquaman.
Yeah,
So she's kind of she's a big name in the Aquaman world. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that was really cool. Um,
yeah. I was researching that, and she's credited as being like one of the first Aquaman artists, to do Aquaman.
and I think she's the creator of Aqualad.
Yeah, and
Uh,
that was like one of the pieces I could have picked up, and I was like, fuck. Like I know I should have maybe did that one, but I was like, I'll get the Aquaman.
no, dude, Aquaman is Aquaman, bro.
Yeah,
And plus, you know how I feel about sidekicks, bro.
yeah.
uh, and this is one of my favorite pieces too. I picked up. I think I got this from Catskill.
Yep. It's by
Ron Friends and Brett Breeding.
Yep.
So, like you, I'm thinking about seeing if I can get this one colored by someone.
Like like so I ruined I got an 11 by 17 like penciled by Chris Marin of ASM 359, and I made a copy of that to get the real inker to ink it, so I could have like the original pencils and original inks done by each person. And I fucked it up, or the weather did, because it was pouring rain in Chicago,
Right.
and I fucked it up, and I didn't want to pay the money to have a fucked up one. So if I was going to do that, if I was you, I would take that to somewhere to print it out and take them on an 11 by 17 board. That way you can have all original of everything, and just in case you don't like the color that
Right.
whoever does it, it's at least original colors on a separate thing than the pencils and the inks.
Okay.
Or I mean, it's totally up to you, but just to be on the safe side, because that looks fucking killer,
Yeah, I love it. It's the way it looks already. It's just an awesome pose. And
Franz is the penciler.
yeah, and
Right.
then Breeding it was the
Inks.
inker. Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
So one of my favorite pieces. It's gonna go with my. I got like a Mara shrine going on over there. So I got one from. I got the painting from California. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I still got the statue from a woman. So, and I can't wait to get the Jenny Frizen stuff back. Like one of the Wonder Woman, because it goes with that statue I got over there. So
yeah, the one of her holding the spear or whatever.
yeah, with the shield and spear. It's like, yeah, that one's freaking awesome, dude.
Has your stuff entered anything besides received, or is it just under received still?
I haven't checked it. I haven't checked it in a week, but last time I checked it, it said submitted.
Yeah,
that's all it said. What about yours?
Same. I don't expect. I'm still waiting on stuff from July. From uh, for my big books, like my first Black Manta, my first Poison Ivy, my first X-Men. Like there's big books in that order that I'm like waiting for. So I'd imagine I'm going to get those back before I get the C2E2 stuff. And like I submitted stuff in between at Colorado Springs Comic Con, like my Kevin Eastman Carnage sketch, and it's still not received, and the C2E2 stuff is. So it's
Yeah,
like there's this weird like whatever going on.
I don't know if they're like falling behind or what. I sent in like a 1 in 25 um, mana pool. The first Black Manta story is like a
Oh
one in
yeah,
twenty
yeah.
five ratio variant. I sent
Mm-hmm.
that off like in whenever that story came out, like in September.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I still haven't gotten it back. So I don't know if they're like falling behind again or
Is it received though?
for CGC.
Oh, for CGC.
Yeah, it's for CGC. I haven't really checked with them. I just kind of wait for them to come back. So yeah, according to this CBCS, they're just submitted.
Yeah.
So
I'm a maniac, so like I'll check my submissions daily, like every day. Like I'm like to see if
yeah,
something's
I'll
happened.
do that sometimes too. Yeah, like I haven't had like access to my phone lately. So yeah, I sent the Wonder Woman number 18 and a Wonder Woman number 79. I think I just sent that one. I got that one signed just because I really like the cover.
Mm-hmm.
But then we were already there. I was like, I'm just gonna send this anyways.
Yeah, I
And
remember you said you might not do that.
yeah, and then I ended up sending 2 future state Wonder Womans. So the first appearance of Wonder Girl or Yara Flor or whatever, and one of them is going to be double signed by Jenny Frison and Joelle Jones. That I like. I'm really excited. I feel like that's a book. That's a character that's kind of picked up this year.
Yeah.
I actually just got this in the mail this week, and
Yeah, the character
is
design.
yeah this is the second print.
Yeah.
So the woman's actually she's actually working on this. This is going to be her next cosplay.
Yeah. Is she working on your Batman?
No, I haven't seen any Batman. She did make some sandals for the cat though.
Yeah. Well, I remember she was like begging you like to be
Batman.
the
It's
sand dune Batman or whatever.
like I don't know. Like I was looking into it. Like I would do it if I could just buy it. And
Yeah.
it would just fit. But I know who I am, and I'm not very crafty. And if I was to try to make it, it would look like a very special Batman.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like I don't think I could deal with like as busy as I felt, like of trying to go and get all the sketches and all that stuff, like being bothered like your lady was. Like literally like me and you'd be walking and we'd look back and she was nowhere to be found because 20 people was asking to take pictures.
Yeah,
and after a while I'd be like, I gotta go somewhere. I'm sorry, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. She was kind of celebrity there too.
No, I know. Like she was like, that's what I was telling Chantel. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like every 15 feet, somebody was asking her to take pictures.
Yeah.
But like her costume did look really good too. So
yeah, it was definitely one of the best Wonder Woman's out there. Yeah,
it was the best one because all the others were like 1960s Linda Carter Wonder Woman's pretty much.
Yeah,
where it was like spandex.
Yeah, it's like a bathing suit or something.
Yeah, she was like she's more of like the armored out Gal Gadot Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
and I honestly, it looked so good. I thought she bought it. Like I was like, I could have swore she bought it, and like then she started pointing out stuff. She's like, no, I glued this, and this is, whatever she was talking about. I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. That's really good.
Yeah. So she's really good. She's gotten really good at it.
Yeah.
Like today we were just hanging out and stuff, and then she asked me if she wanted to make sandals for the cat.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's go. It's like make some sandals for the cat, and then fucking cat just like I try to put him on the cat, and he just fling them across the room. He's like, he doesn't give a shit, dude. It's like
I don't think cats are meant to wear mittens, but
So, but yeah, that was a great time, dude. Like for me, this year was like collecting was pretty cool, and then it was awesome to be able to get back into the cons. You know what I mean? Like, and then just to get to hang out with you. I know I went to Colorado in the summer as well.
Yeah.
And that was just cool, man. It was just fucking fun.
Yeah, I got to go to 3 conventions this year, and then like numerous signings, and it was a lot of fun, man. Like even like meeting Dave, randomly, like super random, like right before the year ends. You know, it was a lot of fun. Like it was pretty cool. So
Yeah.
very happy with this year.
So you got anything else you want
I mean, now like everything like everything's on my walls. Like I feel like such a dick. You know, like I should have taken more stuff down.
to? Nah, you're good, man.
It's just
Um,
like there's too much. I'm like too proud of it. So like I
pull
want
that.
to yeah I want to frame everything.
Just 2 more books. Now these are probably books I'm not gonna keep though.
No,
Brother Voodoo and
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin. So, I don't know. They're Marvel, and Marvels you usually don't stay in my collection very long.
No. Did you get good deals on those?
I haven't checked where this one's at now, but I assume so because it was way before like
Yeah, the
the
big.
boom.
Yeah.
And then this one as well too. I picked this up early in the year. I think I paid $40 for it. It doesn't have any
Oh
tattoos
Jesus
in it.
Christ, that's a good deal though.
It doesn't have any tattoos though.
Yeah,
So I
but
don't
still,
know.
like who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said I don't give a shit if it's got tattoos or not. Like I'm not gonna, I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
But I
To
think
me,
it's
like yeah,
yeah,
to me that
I think it's
stuff
for the
doesn't matter.
grading.
Yeah.
I think it's like more for the grading.
Yeah.
So I think it comes out back as a incomplete, doesn't it?
Yeah, but like that's what I told you whenever I bought my Batman 181, the Poison Ivy. Like it has no poster, and you're like, ah, fuck it, it's just a poster, and you know, it literally
Yeah.
like it's just the poster. It's like a lot of my books are like that. You know, like my Hulk doesn't have the Marvel value stamp, so it's like incomplete. But I don't really give a shit that much. You know, like
Yeah. Like the Poison Ivy, mine is also a green label. It doesn't have the poster. And
yeah,
then I was like, the pinup, because I kept saying, there's pinup, no pinup. And then I looked up, like, I got a facsimile, and I looked
yeah.
at the pinup, and it's just Batman and fucking Robin.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it's only ads on the opposite sides or
right.
whatever. So like it doesn't matter to the like it doesn't detract from Poison Ivy's first appearance or whatever.
Yeah, I think so too. I think if it would have been like a pinup of Poison Ivy,
Yeah,
I'd probably feel a little bit different, but
yeah,
it has nothing to do with
yeah,
Poison Ivy. And that's the reason I got the book. Yeah, so I get it, you know. And I think that's the same thing with the Hobgoblin. I don't even know if the tattoos are like Hobgoblin tattoos or nothing.
No, I think they're called Lakeside tattoos, and I don't think they are Hobgoblin tattoos. Like it's something. It's like a promotional thing or something.
So
Either way, like I wouldn't give a shit about that. You know, that's a cool fucking cover, and
it
I
is a
think
fun,
it's
cool
like
cover.
it's a John Romita and John Senior John Romita Senior and John Romita Junior, a dual cover. So like they both worked on it together. So like they did half and half or something. So it's kind of a cool thing.
That's pretty cool, man. Did you watch the movie?
I did.
What'd you think about it?
I watched it twice. You know.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we went twice. We went Thursday night, and that was the best night because like everybody was like, that's when all the reveals became like, you know, truth. You know,
Yeah,
so like everybody was cheering. Like every time like something would happen that was like a big scene, and somebody would come on the screen or whatever, everybody was like cheering and clapping and going crazy, dude. Like, so that made the whole movie experience a lot more funner, you know,
yeah.
being like that. And then the second time, like it was just me like catching up on stuff that I had missed. But fuck, I loved it. I loved that movie. Like, people say that Into the Spider-Verse, the cartoon, is better, but like I disagree. Like this one was like 20 years in the making. You know, it's the same concept, but it was so much more work to get this movie done, and it was awesome. I loved it.
And I think if finally, I feel like finally, thanks to this movie, people are giving the Amazing Spider-Man like some love
Oh,
because
I agree. Everybody's like on like saying Andrew is the best Spider-Man now of all time, pretty much.
that's what I've been saying, bro. Like I've been saying that. I know, like I was saying that when those movies came out, and people didn't like them because
Yeah,
I felt like a lot of people were saying that he was a good
Spider-Man, but not a good Peter Parker.
Right.
He's like too cool, and Spider-Man's not that cool.
Like, yeah, that's what the conversation was at the point. And I just thought he was cool, man. Like, I thought because especially as a Spider-Man, like where I remember growing up watching the cartoon and stuff, and
Yeah,
Spider-Man was always a smartass. You know, he's
yeah,
always like making fun of the bad guys. It's like, oh, did your mommy make that suit for you? It's
yeah.
like, so I always that's the way I imagine Spider-Man being. So that was one good one. Also, like the fan service, the
Mhm.
shameless fan service, bro. I love that. Like
I loved it, dude.
they're
Like
just giving us what we wanted. You know, just give the people what they want.
from the very beginning, like when they showed who his lawyer was, and like they threw the brick through the window and he just caught it, and
Yep.
he's like, "How'd you do that?" And he's like, "I'm a good lawyer." And like, and that was it. And then they wiped their hands clean. That was it. Like no more of that. And then right to the next thing, you know. And probably 15, 18, 20 minutes into the movie, you see the first reveal of the big villain, you know, and then another reveal, and then another reveal. And it was like there was so much in it that you would think that the movie would have not worked, you know, like a Mortal Kombat Annihilation type of thing.
Yeah.
But it worked so good. Like everything had its moments, and it was an awesome movie. I loved it. Like
Yeah.
I've actually been seeing like people talk about Doctor Strange, you know, and they're saying like Eric Bana from the first Hulk is supposed to be in it, and the X-Men are supposed to be in it, and like
What?
all sorts of crazy shit. So like I'm just loving it. I'm loving what they're doing. I know it like doesn't make sense, and it's all just a bunch of nonsense, but it is. It's awesome. Like to
It's
see like Toby and all those guys like reprise their roles and talk about the differences. Like when they're talking about their web shooters, it's like, oh, yours don't do that. Oh, this is how mine works. And it's like, it's just
yeah.
like, it's cool. It's cool as hell, you know?
Yeah.
So I
And
loved
I
it.
and I like what they even did the meme thing. You know, the Spider-Man when they're like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's what Evan was like. He's like, yeah, they're doing the meme, but from the 1960s or whatever.
so I always like, yeah, that's so cool. Like that they're finally like giving everybody what they want.
And they're having fun with it. It's not so serious. They're like, oh, we can do this. It's just a movie. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You know, like it doesn't have to be like this crazy 10-year project. Like, let's just fucking add this person and this person and say they came through a portal and it like totally worked, you know? So I don't know. I really liked it.
And then they gave like certain Spider-Man like their redemptions.
Yeah.
Like Amazing Spider-Man, like when I mean, fuck it, I'm gonna spoil it. Like it's been a couple weeks, but
Everybody's seen it. It's made $1 billion. Like
yeah. So
nobody hasn't seen it at this point. It's been weeks now.
when he caught MJ,
And this is the last we've been on for 120. I think we can say it now, you know.
yeah, there's nobody watching this shit anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the one where he caught MJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like
And then the same
redemption for Gwen Stacy.
and the same with when Toby stopped him from killing, like that was like Toby's redemption because that's what set him down that wrong path, you know, it was like killing the guy that he thought, and he never
Yeah.
forgave himself. And he like it was wonderful. I loved it. Like the only thing about that part was like it was weird because they were showing Toby from about where you can see me,
Yeah.
and then he got stabbed, and all you saw was his face. Like, he's like, ah, fuck, and nothing. Like you couldn't see the stab wound or anything, and then it showed him all the way down, like to his pelvic region, and he had no cuts and no blood. You know, like, but I think that's just like a Disney thing. Like they didn't want to.
Like scare the kids.
Yeah, but
Oh,
like,
you stab Spidey.
but it's so little, you know, like so little. Like it didn't
Yeah.
even bother me.
Yeah, I think so. It was really cool. I feel like I mean only thing that would have made it like top there would have fucking what's her name? Emma, whatever her face is, the one that plays Gwen
Mm.
Stacy, just fucking swings in there like Spider Gwen and shit.
Yeah,
But that's too much, man. you know where it was, you can't really ask for much more.
I know.
It was
I was thinking like it was going to be something like at the very end, like Andrew was going to get sucked into Tom Hardy's universe, or like Miles was going to show up or something, and they did reference Miles a little bit, you know, like Jamie Foxx was like when Andrew took off his
Yeah.
mask, he's like, I thought you were going to be black. That's disappointing. He's like, there's got to be a black Spider-Man out there, you know.
Yeah. And I was like thinking, like, no, I sold my Ultimate Fallout 4 this year. Like,
I know that book is that book is still climbing, man. Like it's crazy. Like I actually have that on my watch list again. Like, yeah, maybe I should get that, but it's
yeah, I
like
was
it's
considering
it's
getting
so
it back.
expensive.
You're just downgrading to a lower grade,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's exactly like a lower grade, lower first grade or a high second print. It's like it's getting ridiculous.
yeah,
But that's one of the ones I 100% pulled the trigger on way too fast. Like I should have kept it a little bit
yeah,
longer. But man, I loved that movie. Like,
I enjoyed
um,
it too.
yeah, it was like to me like all I kept doing was elbowing my son like this. I was like, can you believe this is happening? This is crazy. It was so fun. And then like, did you stay till you probably stayed till the end credit scenes, right?
Hmm.
I wasn't like 100% on the Doctor Strange thing. Like, I think it looks cool, but it's just like it's a beginning trailer. It still has like 5 months to come out. But like, if all the stuff that I've read, like if they really are going to bring back other Hulks and like Hugh Jackman or whatever, like it's going to be just as crazy as Spider-Man was. So I'm pretty excited.
I hope they do
We'll
that.
we'll know because they know people want that, and the last trailer will show something if it's going to go that way, and it should because it's supposed to be the finale of WandaVision, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange. Yep. Maybe. Yep. I guess we're done. I'll give him a few minutes and then we'll probably sign off anyway. So. Oh, there you are. Are you having
Yeah.
trouble with your internet?
No, I'm using my phone, and when someone texts me, it kicks me out. But
Everybody telling you Happy New Year?
yeah, it was like Happy New Year. So I guess the ball
It,
dropped.
it's 10:30 here, and this is probably about as late as I'm going to make it. I'm
Oh,
probably going to go to bed after this.
yeah, I was gonna put my books away and then we'll probably hit the sack. The woman, she's not working this weekend, so we'll probably just stream a bunch of shit. Uh,
Did you
we'll
finish The
probably,
Witcher?
yeah, dude, I loved it, dude. So,
I'm only 2 episodes in so far. Or
what
I
do you think so far?
I like it. Chantel's a little lost, like from last season because it took so long, I guess. So she doesn't know where it's at, but like it's still like good, like we just haven't gave it that amount of time that we need to give it to fully watch it, I guess, but
Yeah, because I think you have you seen the one where they're staying at that house, and then there's that guy that looks like a boar. I think that's the
hmm
first episode, ain't
that's
it?
the first episode, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it catches up. There's actually on Netflix. There's like a separate little show. Like if you just type in search Witcher, it'll tell you different shows that show up. And they actually have like a show where it kind of explains characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I found that very helpful. Like if you just go there and it's only like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and then it'll tell you like it'll go over like what each character is about and stuff like that. And I don't know. I felt like it helped me understand it, but
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, because I get what Chantel's saying because like some of it is like I'm literally just watching, like because some of it is over my head, That's why that cartoon helped a lot because it gave like so much backstory.
for Vesemir and yeah,
Yeah.
and honestly, I watched the first like I watched this. We watched the second season, and then I was like in here like organizing my books and shit. And then I was just playing the first season all over again, like in the background. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I just love that show. It's just so rewatchable.
Yeah, I
Um,
like that type of show anyways, like that fantasy kind of Lord of the Rings, just crazy shit, So
um, but we probably got we were now we're probably watching Karate Kid,
yeah, I
Cobra Kai.
it just dropped like today, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
and we'll probably be watching that and Boba Fett.
yeah, we watched that. What'd you think of
Yeah,
that?
we haven't
Yeah,
watched it like
oh yeah, okay.
we watched a little bit of the first episode.
Yeah.
There's only one episode,
Yeah,
ain't it?
it's only one episode.
Oh, okay. I'm
It,
kind of
it's
lost to be honest.
oh really? It's good. It literally. Did you watch The Mandalorian?
Yeah, yeah, we
Okay,
love
like
that.
So like it, it starts from there, but it is also explaining how he got out of the Sarlacc pit. Um, so I don't know. It was good. It was slow because it was doing a lot of backstory kind of thing, like as it was moving forward. But
Yeah.
I think like episode 3 and 4 is probably going to pick up. Like the second one is going to be like still catching up, and then the third one and fourth one and all that going forward is going to be good. But yeah, I'm always excited for those shows. Like I'm not even like a Star Wars fan, but like they're entertaining.
I'm a mild Star Wars fan. Like I'm
Yeah,
not hardcore.
yeah,
But
me too. Like very mild Star Wars fan. Like I like all the stuff that's coming out, but like like I don't know. Like I didn't grow up with the Star Wars franchise, so I missed it. I missed that boat.
one more thing. Have you seen the animated show on Netflix?
Oh yeah, I love that.
What is it
The
called?
with the shorts or whatever, like with it's different anime studios doing Star Wars shorts or whatever. God, I can't remember what it's called, but that first episode with the black and white and the ninja, like the samurai ninja or whatever with the straw hat that kind of comes down like that. That's the absolute best one. God, I can't remember what the thing is called, but I loved that.
uh,
But then they kind of like dwindle down from there a little bit.
um.
Did you
All
finish
right.
Hawkeye?
No.
Hmm.
I watched it. I watched the first, I think, 2 episodes, but I'm telling you, I freaking hate when they release one schedule or one
Yeah,
episode
at a
at a
time.
time. Like, what the fuck? I'm a fucking adult, Disney. Like,
Yeah.
if I want to binge this shit irresponsibly, let me do that.
Well, there was
If
like a huge like reveal, like at the end of Hawkeye, like the last 2 episodes.
What was it? You can tell me. I don't give a shit.
It was Netflix's Kingpin. He's in the show at the very end, like the last 2
Oh,
episodes.
from
So like
Daredevil? Yeah.
yeah, from Daredevil. So that Vincent D'Onofrio or whatever, like he's reprised his role.
Yeah.
Um,
Private Pile.
but I always think of that guy from Law and Order. Like he was one of the cops in Law and Order. He looks way different in Law and
Yeah.
Order, but he gets fucking blasted at the very last episode. Like I know he doesn't die, but like they make you think that he's dead or something like that. But that was a big reveal.
I always think of him as Private Pile from Full Metal Jacket. You ever seen
Mm.
that?
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah.
That has William Dafoe in it too, doesn't it? Or no, yeah, doesn't it?
No, and I think
Or
Willem
no,
Dafoe's
that's on
Platoon.
Platoon. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
Platoon.
Platoon.
I have seen
Uh,
Full Metal Jacket. That's like where
it's got that gunny guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
yeah, there's a scene in there where like two guys are like scrubbing the floors or something, and like one of the guys comes in and like shoots like one of the sergeants. Or I remember seeing that when I was like 18 years old.
Yeah, that was him. That was the actor that plays him.
Oh, really?
He's the one that ends up shooting the drill sergeant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I saw that long time ago, but like I've like probably only seen that once in my life, like so. It's not really stuck in my brain.
So I see that one. But I think that's what we're gonna be doing this weekend, just binging those shows. But yeah, you got anything else?
Yeah, that's it, man. Like I'm waiting on sketches like from CBCS and CGC and and fucking books to come in, but I don't think like I think my con stuff is over till next summer. But I feel like I did a lot too, so
Yeah. I think for me, I don't know what my schedule's gonna be looking like. Hopefully for this, like it's been opening up a little bit because I'm getting really, really close to finishing all the training and stuff. So hopefully I'm beginning to do uploading more videos and stuff. But I think this year, I think I'm just gonna be like doing more community type videos, like top tens and just showing books and stuff like that.
Oh sure.
And that's kind of like because I really enjoy doing those. And I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna probably be doing like a little contest coming up pretty soon, just for shits and giggles, just because I
Yeah.
want to give stuff away.
Oh, there you go.
And other than that, like I don't know, I really don't have uh,
When are,
other books. I'm just waiting from CBCS and CGC.
yeah, I would like to re add Amazing Spider-Man 129 back to my thing.
Yeah,
Uh, and that book could go down because I think everybody's like pretty fed up with what they're doing with the Punisher.
that's just
Uh,
lame.
yeah, it looks terrible. Like,
Sucks.
yeah, it looks terrible. Like, I I don't know why they're doing that, but um, I don't know. It's not a good, like, the logo sucks. Like,
Yeah, it sucks.
yeah, they should just keep the skull logo. So, but I think like Disney is trying to transition not having the logo at all. So we'll see what happens with Punisher. But if I find a deal on that, then I'm gonna pick that one up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still chasing Supergirl, but like if that shit happens, it happens. If not, I'll
Hmm.
probably just move over to Harley.
Yeah,
I think
I mean
Harley's a lot. She's a
even
lot
that
more
one's
affordable.
that's still expensive though. You're probably still looking at $800 probably for a Harley Quinn book.
You find like a lower one for like around 500. Like I feel like you can, like that one, like Supergirl. There aren't a lot of copies of that one, so they're pretty tight in their price.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of Harley Quinns. There's a lot of Batman Adventures out there, so it's a little wider with the
yeah,
price range, and you can. I feel like you can deal better with the modern books because you can, you know what I mean? Like you can. There's a lot of them out there.
yeah. This guy on Instagram said like that I could probably find a ASM 361 9.8 for $400 now, and I looked and I still can't. But like, I suppose if I could find an affordable one of those, like I would get it. Like if I could find a 9.8 of that.
Like, what would you say is like in that range that you'd be looking for?
What like affordable wise?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, like I have a 9.4 signed by Bagley, um, so like I don't necessarily need one. So like the cheaper the better.
yeah,
So like if I did find one for 400, uh, that would work. 500 would be tops.
yeah,
Like I wouldn't go, and even then, like at 500, I'd be like, I could see myself like letting it go. Like, do I really need it? Like I would really like it if it was 250. To be honest,
yeah. That's the sweet spot right
like
there.
the sweet spot is like 250. If I could find one for 250, I would buy it in a second. But 400 would be like, like because I already have one kind of thing. Like, do I really need it?
Yeah,
But it would be more for like just because like it's still affordable and it's my favorite character to have a 9.8 of it.
yeah.
But I'm also
That
on that kind of like I don't really care if it's a point 0.5, to some degree. So I don't know.
like, um, like I feel like that book's gonna be tanking. Like I feel like it will. Like
Yeah,
just because
that's what
it's
that's what the guy was saying.
just because they didn't like with the movie they didn't give him a future. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they killed him, but
and then they pretty much got rid of the universe.
yeah. So yeah, I mean like I think it's going to go down. But like I think like whenever I was looking at them before they were around $400. Like long time ago, like $400, and then they went to like 900 and 1,000. I was like,
That
oh fuck,
that was dumb.
yeah. I was like, that's out of my range. I'm not paying that for that book because like I've got so much cool stuff for that character that's way under. Uh, that book just went crazy, and it was all because of the movie. So I think like maybe $400, 350 would be nice. 350 is my sweet spot if I could find one for 350.
Yeah.
So
So yeah. So and then I can't really think of anything else other than Harley. Showcase 22. That shit's gone, bro. Like
which one's that? Is that a Green Lantern?
that's Hal Jordan.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
always been kind of like way out there though.
but like even a couple years ago, like it was still within grasp.
Yeah,
But now it's like even a point five is like way up there.
yeah.
And
That's why I'm glad I got my X Men one, because I would never be able to get another one of those. I've thought about getting another Hulk 181 because you can still get them for like $900, like a low grade.
yeah,
Um, and I don't think that would be like a terribly bad investment because I already have one. So I wouldn't mind having another one, I guess. Like, but I don't know, like I don't know. I'm still like wanting to get art, and I think like art is going to be like what I'm going to keep focusing on, and then the occasional book, and then like just like my new comic book day books that I'm still getting.
honestly, like I feel like my list is gonna be zero
Yeah, I
pretty soon.
me and Dave were kind of talking about that. Like that's probably what he was kind of thinking too. But like there'd be a few that I still get throughout the year. Like even if it's just short stories, like The Last Ronin. It's like a 5 story
Yeah,
arc or whatever. Stuff like that. Like I'll still get stuff like that, or like if I see red variants, I'll get those. Like just stuff
yeah,
that's gonna come out. I'll still get stuff. It's just like it's not gonna be like 2 years ago where I had like fucking 15 books. Like none of that shit no more. Like I just want to like focus on what I want. I think I've like did a really good job at like honing in on like exactly what I want to get. So
yeah.
I'm actually pretty happy with how I'm collecting at this point.
And I tell you, like the probably the biggest thing that turned me off from a pool list was the ratio variance because I feel like there's no reward for like okay I'm gonna read this comic every week, and then
Yeah,
it's like oh it turns out to be a hot book, and then you can justify having that pool list, you know what I mean? But like
yeah, but if you don't have that 1 in 25, then your
you
your A cover is worth nothing.
it's probably $8-9 at the most, and
That's literally like kind of how I feel like it's the 1 in 25s, the 1 in 10s, whatever, all those. Then there's an A cover, a B cover. Then there's store exclusives. Like every store gets an exclusive. So there's literally like fucking 30 covers for like even like Miles Morales. There's a bunch. Like you wouldn't think there's second print, third print, fourth print, and then like different store variants and different stuff like that, or Spider Gwen. So if that would have, I've said this to you, like if that would have been like that with the first Wolverine or the first X-Men or the first Spider-Man, those books wouldn't be as valuable as they are. Like if everybody had a choice to get different ones and there was different ratios, and it's bad enough like when there's error prints and all that shit.
yeah,
I don't like that shit either. Like it's just dumb. Like whenever I was buying that Stray Dogs book this past week or whatever to get that guy to sign it, there was like $40 copies, and because there were like all these ratio variants. I was like, fuck that. Like I didn't even really care to get the book. I wanted to like mainly I wanted to meet Dave and hang out with him, and then try to get a Carnage sketch. So
mm,
like to get the Stray Dogs book, it didn't really do anything for me.
yeah,
I did like the story, like after, because I think me and him both were talking about how we had never read it, so we power read it. But like still, like I wasn't going to spend $40 for a 1 in 50 or whatever.
yeah. And I think that's another thing I would focus probably on, like start reading more of the stuff in trades, like Something's Killing the Children. That's
Yeah,
another book that had like fucking 9 printings and shit.
yeah, and everybody
But
loved it too.
yeah, and it's a good story. Like I have it in trade paperback, and
Yeah,
it's like it's a fucking great story. Like it's a good horror story. It sucks you in,
yeah,
and it's awesome. But it's the whole variant stuff. It just turns me off from getting the single issues. And plus, I don't have any more room. I got
yeah.
boxes of Aquaman.
That's kind of how I am. I have like no room to fit any of this stuff anymore. So it's like I gotta like be a little bit more choosy on what I want to get. So
And also like my Spawn stuff. I've been picking up. I still the last probably one of the last people that has still has Spawn on the pull list. And then when he dropped the King Spawn or whatever, dude, and there was like 16 covers and stuff, dude. I'm like,
yeah,
Jesus, dude. No lie, my LCS bro like had like uh probably like 13 boxes, just 13 boxes just full of Spawn stuff.
yeah,
That's good because people were pre-ordering the 1 in 1,000 that was signed by Todd McFarlane,
yeah,
and those things are still sitting there, bro. Like
yeah.
that can't be. That's not good. Like I don't think that's healthy for
No,
for the market,
no.
and
It
and
just
just turns
floods it.
down. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I don't even know what's going on in Spawn anymore. Anyways,
and it's like last time McFarlane did an autograph thing at a CGC. I think it was like $100. Like so. Why would you spend $1,000 on trying to get the one that's un-CGC'd? Like that's so dumb.
yeah,
Like I don't know. I have two Spawn signed books. One you gave me, and one that I got slabbed at CGC. And like I would never ever spend like that's what I was telling Dave. Like these stray dogs things are like so hot or whatever. But like I would never spend $1,000 or $100 or whatever on these like random issues. For just to have the cover, or just to have because a lot of those stray dogs is just the homage covers.
yeah.
So like, and it's ending like it's like 1 through 5 was it. So it's gonna like unless it's find some sort of TV deal, it's never gonna happen again.
And those indie books, bro, like um, a lot of them. I remember last year during the boom of the Marvel boom, there was also like a lot of talk like, are we living in a independent comic? Is this the golden age of independent comics? But now, like 8 months later, a lot of those books that were like on the hot list, those
Yeah,
things have all like crashed down together. But I'm not like totally against um like buying like, hey, if you want to buy ratios and get ratios. Like I still like picked up this ratio
hmm
and I picked up the Black Manta one. But those are just like, cover books and books that I stuff that I know I really love and I want to have.
yeah.
And they're not.
It's the same with like my whenever Absolute Carnage was coming out. Like I bought a bunch of like different covers of like different artists, like the Art Germ fucking Carnage that he did.
That was cool, dude.
Yeah, it was so cool, and the Del Auto was so cool. And I'm fine with doing that, but like as an investment thing, like if you're buying it 1 in 20 because like that's the
It's risky
yeah, it's risky. And it's like I don't want that shit
unless
uh,
you want to keep it
unless
like
you
this.
really want it. Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying. Like
so this is probably off topic, anyways. But like the Art Germ put out that Absolute Carnage or whatever,
yeah,
where he's like posing and stuff.
and he's like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
and he actually put out like a John Stewart one, and it looks very similar. Like it looks like,
Oh, really?
yeah, it looks like the same pose, the same barrel chest and everything. And I gotta send you a picture of that because
I,
it looks like almost the same thing.
yeah, I just liked that because like for one thing, Art Germ is known for like hot chicks, and
Hot
he like
chicks.
yeah he killed it like on like a symbiote. Like it was just awesome.
That was just awesome to see. Like, yeah, like you said, like somebody that normally doesn't do that.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's why I like getting those examples like that James O'Barr thing. It's
yeah.
like I just want to see what you would do with it. Like I want to see what do you think he looks like? Because
Like,
that Archer was crazy. Like I love that thing.
what do you think? Like Adam Hughes would do, like with the Venom or something
I,
like that. Like,
actually, watch. I'll show you if I can real quick. Because I have an Adam Hughes Venom on my watch list.
no shit.
It's a sketch cover. If I can't show you like this, I'll screenshot it and send it to you through IG. But see,
That's him.
it's a Adam Hughes Venom head sketch. I thought about buying it and coloring it red and just having
it's Carnage.
yeah, exactly.
Cheat code.
Yeah, because I mean it's practically the same thing. I sent it to you through Instagram. Because most of the people that draw Carnage for me, anyways, um, do them with a tongue, and like that's not really like my thing. Like I wouldn't do that, but you know, like it's still done. I don't really give a shit. Like because that's their interpretation of what they see. You know, like even the guy that did the Stray Dogs guy, he did them with a tongue, like a big old slimy
Yeah.
tongue coming out. So you know, I don't mind it. Like it's just like that's not what I would do.
I think we already talked to about this too. Like black lips Carnage is better than red lips or white lips Carnage.
Yeah, and Jim Lee did like white, like his would be white teeth. You know, he didn't do the black teeth.
Right.
And then Neil Adams did a tongue with white teeth. So like they all do what they want. Sienkiewicz actually did it more like how it's supposed to be, like the black, you know, black. So and then like my family thinks the Saddam one looks like a dog a little bit, and it kind of does. So I don't know, but it's like everybody's like own interpretation.
Everybody does their own thing. Yeah.
But I like it. I like seeing that. So I mean like that's why I like getting other artists to do that kind of stuff.
Dude, like also I know you're gonna be getting that statue this year of Carnage.
Yeah,
That's
in
gonna
June.
be cool.
Yeah, June.
That's
I think.
exciting.
Oh, dude, I'm like really excited. Like I looked at I think it's costing me like $60 a month or something like that. And now I re-looked at it, you know, and now it's up to like $93 a month or something because time is running out. But yeah, dude, I can't wait to have that sitting on my little desk, like huge as fuck. Like, and then like I'll probably do my ASM 361 next to it, and then maybe like my Bagley sketch or something like that. Like, I'm not sure. I'm gonna like
Yeah.
mix it up a
Yeah.
little bit.
You're gonna have so many options though. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you do whatever, you switch it out.
Yeah, that'd honestly probably be the only statue that I get because they're so big and they're so expensive. And like
Yeah.
I didn't even get like a really expensive one. Like they get crazy expensive, you know. Like,
Dude,
so
they're fun, bro. Like we still got the
I know, like that's why that's the reason. Like I see yours all the time. I'm like, fuck, man, I would love to have something like that. That thing is so awesome. I like how yours like has interchangeable parts though too. You know, like and the doesn't it light up and stuff?
yeah, dude. Like I'll show you.
Yeah. See, so far the Carnage doesn't have any interchangeable parts. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So I don't know. I honestly I never get tired of looking at this. That's what I said. Like you get a statue, like at the same time. Like I remember I didn't have a statue, and I was like, these things.
Uh-oh. Happy New Year, Leo. One more text. Give him a little bit. Oh, shit. Well, I guess we're probably going to end this because it's been like 2 hours, so I'll probably just leave the studio. I guess. I was about to end it and just say thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'm about to end it too right now because my phone's dead, and I
Yeah,
don't really.
and everybody's probably like texting and shit. So, but right on, man. I appreciate you inviting me out and shooting the shit with me. Like I always enjoy these.
Yeah, this is fun, dude. Like, I really appreciate you doing this video with me, and Happy New Year, dude. Like,
Yeah, Happy New Year to you. I might make it. It's like 1 hour left until 12 o'clock.
yeah,
I highly doubt it, but maybe we'll see.
And shout out to Dave, Mark Spector Comics. Stop by, give a shout out. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Spec Collector.
Spec Collector, dude. Spec Collector is awesome, dude. But yeah, guys, Happy New Year, man. Have a good one. Take care.
Later,
Peace.
bud. Take it easy, man.